since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Touchdown, LA! That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go, go, go.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's come left.
Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
19. I'll go special. I'll go special. Check. Wait. 14, got it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. The 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 60 or. Hey, lock it.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was taken
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run with Henderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now this throw caught left side, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
At the 24-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun to give to Henderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Tannehill. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
And look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, 2 steps.
Check. Target.
Go. Go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, open space inside the 10. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Switch.
36 power. Good tight.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. That's good for 28 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Set. 18 Gator. 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shoot.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Going up top for Cup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green 80!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey, alert.
51 wants the mic.
Hey, me and you all day. Trump. I'm coming.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
2nd and 10. At the 44.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Henderson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
What? Ready? 51 tonight. What we got? What we got? What we got? Huh? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now Myers for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 15 now, Tannehill. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. On first down, Henderson. Nice move at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry is Henderson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Cup. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Rush in. 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill, and it's caught. And he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterback's like, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Rip left, rip left. Check.
Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Taking it about the 16. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4th down. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Tannehill. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
On 1st down, Henderson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a run with Henderson. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They run once more with Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all game. Ready. Let's get it. What? Squeeze. Got four down. Kill. Hey, look at me. Zipper. Fire.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henderson, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Crosby puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Got it. 54. Look at me. Go. He's
Tannehill going to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready up. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the safety creep.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
This is Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll run it again with Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Penny. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 38-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.